Hi everyone and welcome to the second International Dental Conference in Madrid. My name is Muhalab Al Sammarraie. I'm a general dentist and former HR manager. Today I will talk with you about emotional intelligence and how it's important in our lives and in our career as dentists. When you think about an effective dentist, what characteristics come to mind? Chances you picture someone who listens to others, stay cool under pressure, and they never let emotion get the best of them. People like this have a high degree of emotional intelligence. Having high emotional intelligence is crucial in today's workplace. If you can build and maintain strong relationships, you can work happily and productively with the people around you. It's also one of the key factors to be a successful leader. As a fact, all dentists are expected to have a certain level of high IQ. We learned since we were young that IQ is the standard of success, and it's hard to be a dentist without having a high IQ. However, there are many examples of very technically competent dentists who can provide the best dental treatment, but they are not successful when it comes to the area of managing patients or staff, because they don't have people skills which are essential in our practice. Another example of two teachers. The first one with a PhD degree and years of experience. The second one is a fresh instructor. Guess what? Students like the instructor more because of his easy way approaching them and delivering information. As we can see from both examples, emotional intelligence is the key of success. Data shows that IQ gets you hired, but emotional intelligence or EQ gets you promoted. When an employee moves into management or leadership, their responsibility becomes less about doing the work and more about managing people. So what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify, use, understand, and manage emotions in an effective and positive way. A high EQ helps individuals to communicate better, reduce their anxiety and stress, diffuse conflicts, improve relationships, emphasize with others, and effectively overcome life challenges. Our emotional intelligence affects the quality of our lives because it influences our behavior and relationships. EQ is linked always with self-awareness because it enables us to live our lives with intention, purpose, and autonomy. Many of us move through life making important decisions based on our current circumstances. We may perceive them as being beyond our ability to change. This will end up limiting our options and solutions. Taking time to recap and thinking why we decide to do what we do enable us to use our conscious intention rather than circumstances alone.
Did you ever think back on some of the important decisions you made in life and wonder, what was I thinking? Or did I really do that, and why? Not using your emotional intelligence may be to blame for those bad decisions and actions.
What is most interesting is that IQ is a relative fixed state or ability, whereas EQ is something that can be learned. A friend of mine told me, think of IQ as a raw horsepower in a car engine and EQ as the driving ability of the driver. EQ can be improving with the practice and also get worse by not practicing. You don't need a lot of money or equipment to develop your emotional intelligence. You need to read about the theory, elements, and then practice it in life. Knowing that, great leaders think about their day before it ends and ask themselves questions like, what went well? What could have gone better? What can I do differently next time?
According to Harvard Business Publishing, emotional intelligence have 12 elements or competencies. These elements are distributed among 4 main domains: The first domain, which is very important, is self-awareness. Emotional self-awareness is the ability to label, recognize, and understand your own emotions. Self-awareness required to understand our feelings and not to avoid our negative emotions such as anxiety, fear, and sadness. Recognizing our own emotional states and how they affect our thoughts, behaviors, and decisions is the key to cultivate self-awareness. The second domain is self-management. This includes emotional self-control, adaptability, achievements orientation, and positive outlook. The third domain is social awareness, which includes empathy and organizational awareness. Finally, we have relationship management. This is a very wide domain which includes influence, coaching and mentoring, conflict management, teamwork, and inspirational leadership. These assessments are critical to a full evaluation of your emotional intelligence. But even understanding that these 12 competencies are all part of your emotional intelligence is an important first step in addressing areas where your emotional intelligence is at its weakest.
In my opinion, emotional intelligence is a must in our practice, since nowadays the patients are more educated and exposed to our field in recent technologies. Even with evidence-based dentistry, we still need to have a high emotional intelligence in order to provide a positive communication with the patient. Finally, I would like to thank you all for participating in this meeting, and I apologize for not being able to make it to Madrid. I hope to see you next year with another topic. Before we leave, please join me for a few minutes to watch this video to see how empathy can change people's lives.
เขาจะได้อะไรถ้าเขาทำแบบนี้ทุกวันเขาจะไม่ได้อะไรเลยไม่ได้รวยขึ้นไม่ได้ออกทีวีไม่มีใครรู้จักไม่ได้มีชื่อเสียงที่มากขึ้นเพราะสิ่งที่เขาได้คือได้แค่ความรู้สึกได้เห็นความสุขได้เข้าใจได้ความรักได้ในสิ่งที่เงินซื้อไม่ได้ได้โลกที่สวยงามกว่าเดิมในชีวิตคุณ อะไรคือสิ่งที่คุณต้องการมากที่สุด